Final Fantasy XVI is an action RPG developed by Square Enix and released on June 22nd, 2023 for the PlayStation 5. It represents a return to a darker, medieval fantasy world compared to some of the more recent entries in the series, drawing heavy inspiration from Western fantasy. Hello and welcome to PlayStation Icons. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the key features, stories and settings, gameplay, and graphical detail of Final Fantasy XVI, and what makes Final Fantasy XVI a PlayStation icon.
Ready?
What do you think?
I'd heard rumors that you'd survived.
Lord Rosfield, I've been looking for you for a very long time.
I'll tear you apart with my bare hands!
Try it.
Now die!
You're not the only one who's seen their world fall apart around them. I thought I was ready for this.
I know, but we will face it together.
We were talking.
Let's shut him up. I am a shield of Rosaria, and I will do my duty. Come on, Ifrit. Show us your true power.
The game takes place in the land of Valistia, a continent divided into several realms, each controlled with a different mother crystal, a source of magical power. These realms are often at war with each other, and tensions are high due to the declining power of the crystals. The main character is Clive Rosfield, a noble from the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. The story follows Clive across different stages of his life as he seeks revenge after a devastating event that involves his younger brother Joshua and the destructive power of the Phoenix Eikon. Eikons are these powerful creatures known as summons in previous games. They play a significant role in the story, with each Eikon being tied to a dominant, a human who can channel the Eikon's power. The conflict between the dominants and their respective nations are central to the game's plot. Final Fantasy XVI offers a dynamic, action-oriented combat system, a departure from the traditional turn-based or ATB active time battle systems that earlier Final Fantasy games were known for. The combat in Final Fantasy XVI is real-time and reminiscent of fast-paced action combat games like Devil May Cry or Nier Automata. You control the protagonist, Clive Rosfield, directly with fluid controls for dodging, attacking, and using various abilities. Players perform basic attacks with a sword and chain them with special abilities derived from the Eikons, allowing for deep combo possibilities. Throughout the game, Clive can harness the power of multiple Eikons, which gives him access to unique abilities. As the story progresses, you unlock more Eikon powers, expanding your arsenal. Each Eikon grants Clive a set of abilities and an ultimate move. For example, Phoenix powers grant fire-based abilities, while Garda offers wind-based attacks. Players can switch between these Eikon powers in real time during combat. The system adds tactical depth, as you can choose the best combination of abilities for each encounter, tailoring Clive's loadout to match your preferred playstyle or the enemy's weaknesses. Clive can perform a dodge roll to evade enemy attacks. Timing your dodge perfectly can trigger a slow motion effect, giving you the opportunity to launch counterattacks. This adds a layer of skill and timing to the combat, rewarding players for learning enemy patterns and reacting with precision. The game features a limit break mechanic, where Clive can enter an empowered state that boosts his attack power, speed, and healing over time. This is essential for dealing with high damage during tough boss fights or when you need a surge of power. At various points in the story, Clive participates in massive cinematic battles between Eikons, also called dominants, powerful summoned creatures. These battles vary significantly in gameplay and mechanics. Some resemble epic kaiju battles, where you control an Eikon to fight another giant creature, often switching between projectile attacks and close quarters combat, and dodging devastating moves. The scale of these battles is enormous, with visually stunning set pieces and unique gameplay segments for each encounter, making them highlights of the experience. While Final Fantasy XVI is not a fully open-world game like Final Fantasy XV, it features a large semi-open zones for exploration. Players can travel to different regions of Valistia, each with its own unique geography, enemies, and story-driven quests. The game offers fast travel between regions, making it easy to revisit areas for side quests or to explore new objectives. There are numerous side quests that players can undertake, often offering world-building insights or rewards like crafting materials or new equipment. However, some side quests have been criticized for being fetch quest-like or not as compelling as the main storyline. Similar to previous Final Fantasy titles, includes hunt boards, which allows players to take on powerful monster hunts scattered throughout the world. These hunts often lead to challenging encounters against rare and strong foes, rewarding players with valuable loot. Clive can upgrade his abilities through a skill tree where players can spend ability points earned in combat to unlock new moves or enhance existing ones. You can freely respec Clive's abilities, giving players the flexibility to experiment with different skill builds. The game includes a light equipment system where Clive can equip swords, belts, bracers, and improve his stats like attack power and defense. You can find or craft better gear by using materials obtained from enemies' hunts or shops. However, there are no party members to equip or customize, as the game focuses on Clive alone. Unlike previous Final Fantasy games, Final Fantasy XVI focuses primarily on Clive as the sole controllable character. However, through the story, AI-controlled companions will join Clive during certain segments. These companions, such as Torgal, Clive's wolf companion, or temporary human party members, assist in combat but cannot be directly controlled by the player. Torgal can be given a simple command to attack, heal, or perform a special move, adding a layer of companion interaction in battles. The game follows a linear narrative structure broken up into distinct story segments. While there are opportunities for side quests and exploration, the main story is tightly woven with cutscenes, boss fights, and set-piece moments. One of the game's most praised elements is its cinematic storytelling, with high-quality cutscenes and dialogue that push the narrative forward. The story is broken up into chapters, with a mix of emotional character moments, epic battles, and plot twists. The game balances story-driven moments with intense action, combat, and offers difficulty modes. Story mode for players who want to experience the narrative without too much challenge. Action mode for players looking for a challenge with more focus on combat skill. The game also includes timely accessories in story mode, which allow players to simplify mechanics such as auto-dodging or automatic healing, making the game more accessible to those unfamiliar with action-based combat systems. Overall, the gameplay of Final Fantasy XVI emphasizes fast-paced action, spectacle, and story-driven design, while offering enough RPG customization to keep the experience engaging for both new and longtime fans. The game takes full advantage of the PS5 hardware, offering stunning graphics, detailed environments, and smooth performance. It runs at 4K 60 resolution with an option for 60 FPS gameplay, focused on both fidelity and fluidity. The cinematic presentation, particularly in cutscenes and battles, enhances the storytelling and the scale of the world. Final Fantasy XVI is a significant shift for the series in terms of both tone and gameplay. It was designed to appeal to both longtime fans of the franchise and newcomers looking for a fresh, action-packed RPG experience. Final Fantasy XVI was a bold, successful evolution for the franchise, bringing in fresh ideas while delivering a compelling story, thrilling combat, and spectacular visuals. However, the linearity, reduced with RPG elements, and uneven pacing did leave room for some criticism. Despite these issues, it was generally seen as one of the best Final Fantasy entries in recent years, and a standout game on the PS5.